If you can hear my voice, we are live. We're just getting things set up.
Yo, yo, yo. I don't know why it
Hey.
does that every time I do that. I have
You
that
can't
issue
get
every time. I can't never seem to get that correct. I don't know why, but eventually I'm going to get it right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again,
Yeah.
what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are here for another episode of the Corner Entry Podcast with yours truly, Mr. Tony C, aka Mr. Smagline Dad. And got my co-host, of course, Mr. Kyle Robinson, aka Apex Hunting. Make sure he is live on Twitch right now. If you're watching a replay of this, make sure y'all go follow him on Twitch and on Kick, and make sure y'all subscribe to his YouTube. Because if you rock with me, you gotta rock with him, Slum. He do a lot of racing or whatever, and he's pretty well known when it comes to engineering part and stuff like that. He has an engineering background in his career, so make sure y'all check him out. What's going on with you, man?
Chilling, bro, chilling. Just looking at this podcast here. Trying to get everything situated here. I think there it goes. We're good. Nah, man, I'm good. I'm good. Just taking in everything that happened this weekend. Got
Hey,
the
I can't,
podcast. What happened?
I can't. I enjoyed this weekend's.
Miss
I
Racing?
definitely enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. I can't say I
Yeah.
definitely enjoyed it.
It was good. It was good racing. Like a lot of news in the NASCAR world, trucks, Xfinity,
Yes.
Cup. I love Daytona. It's my hometown track, but I also like Speedway. I guess it's called what, Super Speedway racing now instead of restrictor
Yes.
plates. But either way, it's good stuff. So, and last race of the regular season. Um, always good, always a banger. So we wanted to see if we had another first time winner or someone to spoil the playoffs like we do almost every year. Uh, we didn't get
These
that this
playoffs
year, but
is very interesting. You know what I'm saying? The playoffs are
yeah,
very interesting.
yeah,
The whole model of how everything works out and stuff like that.
yeah.
It's a very interesting time. So as you can see, this is we're gonna talk about the playoffs are set.
Playoffs are set.
First, we're gonna get into Xfinity.
Yep. Yeah, Xfinity. You had it was rained out, so I can't really claim, that my boy was on pole. I mean, based off of speed, but Connor Zilich after his incident at Watkins Glen got pole after qualifying was rained out. So that was, I guess look good for him, good for JRM. Even those cars are so fast, even when they don't qualify, they're still in the front.
Yeah, it's like when he says and so for like you said, those who don't know, he was injured in his post celebration at the Glen.
Yeah.
And good thing he didn't tear like his meniscus or something like that, because the way he was like, it seemed like his foot got caught in the car.
Oh yeah.
A lot worse. So he broke his collarbone, but after 2 weeks, he was back in the car. We wanted, I mean, and he's a young guy, so that
Mhm.
pretty quickly.
Mhm.
And he said he has a steel plate and like 15 screws or something. So now, granted, for him to come back inside of a car
Yeah.
was definitely in racing at Daytona. I was surprised. I mean, but it ended up doing what we expected to do. So we're gonna get straight into what happened in the beginning.
Yeah, yeah. We had Dale Jr. called up an old friend, Parker Klingerman, to
Who has
fill in.
won at Truck Series
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Daytona?
He won. Okay, he crossed finish line first. We'll say at the truck race in
Oh yeah, but
Daytona back in
technically,
February.
yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, he crossed finish line first at the truck race in Daytona back in February. And then got his win taken away because of a post race penalty, unfortunately.
It sucks for
Um,
him. I hate that for him.
yeah, so like I said, Dale Jr., Parker, close friends. So Dale calls up Parker to say, hey, Connor can't drive this race. Can you fill in? And Parker was like, yeah, I'd rather drive than, commentate. Sure, why not? I mean, what you mean? Of course. So,
I'm like, yo, these youngins, and then they hop right back out the car, and the
yeah.
next day they back on commentating. I'm like it's just weak. Like I guess it's similar to my other favorite, boxing, right?
Hmm.
So, like in sport of boxing, you'll have somebody commentate, but then they'll also could fight one another night. But they're not commentating that same night or the very next night, because that's not how boxing works technically.
Right.
So, but it's just like how motorsports, they be, oh yeah, call you up. Yep, you're racing today. But then after that, next tomorrow, you're back in the booth. You're like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. I'm curious if he gets the earnings, anytime someone fills in, do you get the earnings from that race because you filled in, or does that go to the driver? You know,
Got to
like
get
who
some. Oh,
who
he
gets
got
that
paid.
money?
I guess it depends on his contract. They sometimes. I mean, I'm sure he gets a percentage for the. Hey,
But
we
what?
need you to race this for us. So if you win,
Yeah,
you might. It just depends on what I'm saying. Like, hey, we asked for your assistance. So
yeah,
whatever that incentive is, it depends on what they spoke about in the contract, probably.
yeah. So, like you said, Parker Klingerman was gonna fill in for Connor. So Connor took the green flag because the way the rules work in NASCAR is once you take the green flag, the driver gets, I guess, the credit for whatever happens in that race. So Connor is in a regular season battle for the championship with his teammate Justin Allgaier, and he wanted to make sure he got all those points. So we had him, even though he started on pole, right smack, he dropped all the way to the back even before the race started. He's like, I don't want none of this draft. He's I'm gonna just stay all the way back here until it's time for me to draft swap swap.
Hey, and people, we want to, they hinted in the beginning how it was going to go. Some there's like, they were mysterious, but if you just paid attention, they didn't do a good job of being mysterious about it. It's like, hey, you might fill in for me, but the way Connor kept saying like, oh, and then Connor still had that competitive part to him. He's like, I mean, hope you're as fast as I am, and so then Parker's like, so can we both just say we're going to be fast as Xfinity? He's like,
Hmm.
yeah, we can go with that. So it's just like Connor still had that competitive part. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, you might jump in the car
you
for
might.
me, but
Yeah.
are you really going to be as fast as me?
What's funny is I thought it was funny. I forgot this part when the Xfinity drivers got to say we got to be as fast as Xfinity Internet.
Yes.
He's like, I got to be as fast as Xfinity Internet, but I also have parts in my shoulder from O'Reilly Auto Parts because O'Reilly Auto Parts is now going to be the
Yes, the new.
series sponsor moving on to next year to this. I guess we call it the secondary series, minor league
I'm
series.
interested to see what that's going to bring.
I mean, I don't see it being any different, other than they might just start using some other different slogan, and they'll have green on top of their cars instead of the purple. Doesn't think much be much different.
Yeah, got
Um, but yeah, so green flag starts. Connor's in the back. His teammate Sammy Smith takes over the lead. Um, things were pretty calm at first until we had Harrison Burton spin on lap 10. No caution was thrown because Harrison was out of the way. And as you guys watched last week when Smack decided to have a rant about no cautions being thrown, Smack, how'd you feel about no caution when Harrison got spun?
that who? I mean, I was okay with it. After our conversation yesterday. I mean, last week
Uh-huh.
I was more understanding of why they don't throw cautions, but I will
Mhm.
say over
Mhm.
the weekend, they did not. They stuck to it. That's all I ask. Whatever you do, just
Mhm.
stick to it all the way through. That's all
Right.
I ask. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So if they don't throw a caution, cool, but don't pick and choose when somebody in the front that you're gonna throw the caution.
Yeah.
That's all I ask. Hey, no debris, they keep up with speed, they out of
Yeah.
the way, whatever the case is. If that's what the rule book say,
Mhm.
then just keep it. I'm fine with it. Don't throw the caution today, but then 2 weeks because of who's racing, we're gonna throw the caution. It makes me feel like we're watching WWE or something.
Yeah. Hey. Hey, like you said, he was way out of the way, so there was no need to throw any caution. It was a single car spin. I mean, he did get dumped by Matt DiBenedetto.
Yeah, good old Matty Dinabetto.
Yeah. So, and then after that, with that caution going on, we had a precipitation on track, which kind of led to the caution being extended. So at that point, insert Parker Klingerman and exit Connor Zilic. And I think these are probably two of the best candidates you could have had for a driver swap because they have a
Yeah,
lot of sports car experience in IMSA. So
yeah,
they already,
they say they work together. I think at the Rolex. So that's I did not know that. So that's good that, like you said, the chemistry when you got them two. That I guess obviously I ain't gonna lie.
hmm
Part of me was like, "Yo, Parker, why your gloves wasn't already on? Like, cause they only got like 2 minutes or something. I
yeah,
heard they only have 2 minutes, so they like kind of tapping on the hood, and Parker's like,
he knew what he was doing.
I'm like,
Yeah,
get your and go.
he knew what he was doing. Yeah, he knew he was doing there. So that's all good. So yeah, man. Oh, I got one of those kick little. What do you call those things?
I can't tell you what it's called.
Anyway, so what happened?
I said I can't tell you what it's called.
Oh, yeah, kick messages. This is why you don't go on there. Anyway, beside the point. So, yeah, you got Parker Kligerman who decided to pop up in the car and fill in for Connor Zilic, and we were very curious to see how that was gonna work. After other than that, stage one was pretty chill. Um, we had Sammy Smith taking stage one, which was nice. Another JRM stage victory because these guys, no matter who the car is, they won field what 4 or 5 cars, they just keep winning.
They
You
got,
know,
hey, they figured it out. They have that. What did the kids call it? They have the method. They're the method.
they have the method. I guess, yeah, that's what you call it, something like that. But yeah, yeah. So we had Sammy Smith winning stage one, moving on to stage two. An old, I guess, old name in the Xfinity series, who's trying to make his way through Cup. He's on a hot seat in Cup right now. Justin Haley was
Hey,
back in the car, a colleague this week,
yes,
trying to exercise his expertise there because those colleague cars the last few seasons when Justin Haley was there, you had the Haley Allmendinger. I forgot who else was in the car. Either way, you had that trifecta at colleague racing, and they were always strong at the restrictor plate races. So they needed someone to fill in for the recently let go Josh Williams. Why not get one of your best restrictor plate racers into the car? So
that's smart. That's smart.
good to see him back in there. And to be honest, I think he might be back there next year. I don't think he's returning to Spire for 2026.
Mm, that might be something. That might. Hey, familiar. Why not?
Yeah, they know.
You get
They know.
territory. They be quick to say, "Oh, I'm gonna head back here." And you see it all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially in racing.
Hmm.
It's a business. So unless there's an issue internally where they didn't get along or something like that, you probably won't hear about that till later, or unless you're in the
It
garage
was
with them.
something weird because colleague traded him heads up for what's his name? Uh Corey LaJoy. Remember
Yeah,
that? They
yeah.
traded them heads up. It was the weirdest thing.
So like I said, it's one of them things you got to know to know. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And then
but
even so, those who think they know really don't know. They're like, "Oh yeah, I know because of." And then sometimes it'd be like just between some
yeah,
individuals. When that type of money involved, you never know what the reason is.
yeah. Either way, it was weird. But hey, like I said, Haley was back over there trying to show his super speedway expertise. I keep call it a restrictor plate
Yeah.
race, but I can't do that because it's not restrictor plates anymore.
Nope.
So anyway, the super speedway racing, stage two was pretty tamed. Ain't nothing happened.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know,
Stage two. After a while, like I said, it was just a normal race. I'm not gonna lie. I started.
falling
I don't know.
asleep.
Maybe because of the rain, it made me a little like.
Did you get bored?
I did get bored. I get bored pretty quick.
Yes, you do.
So like my eyes started dozing a little bit. And I'm just like,
This boy got the attention span of a gnat.
so it's like I'm literally trying to sit there like, yo, can we? So and I say that to say when it comes to the mode you still have to be in, right?
Yeah.
Now boxers for the most part, there's not too much time in between, except maybe all right, I'm ready to fight. I'm in the back, my hands are wrapped, I'm ready to go. But all say you're the main event, all the other ones go the distance. You got to sit there and wait.
Hmm.
So you might not go to the ring till 12:30. I think when I went to the Tank Davis fight here in DC, he didn't show up. He didn't go to the ring till almost 1 a.m. So you got to think. So I say that to say when it comes to the drivers and because there was a rain delay, and of course anytime it's a storm and there's lightning, they have to wait like 30 minutes. So then it was small little rain, but I'm glad they didn't bring the cars back in after that. But it's just like that time period where they did bring them in the beginning. I was just like, so I think that's what made me uninterested. But I stayed in and I was like, all right, come on, something happened.
So, I think I read this on Twitter as to why they did that. There was apparently a what's it called? Uh fan who got struck by lightning years ago. And it wasn't NASCAR's fault, but they were like, let's not have that happen again.
That's smart though.
So, yeah, that's why they do that now. So I mean, it makes sense. But yeah, so we had stage three. I mean, State Street is pretty straightforward. I mean, like we said before, Raj unfortunately spun. Um,
Mosh was in that Atlanta. Is it Atlanta Life House car?
I think it was Atlanta Life Insurance.
Yes.
He was driving a 32 for Jordan Anderson Racing. It was good to see him again in the Xfinity series.
I'm hoping
Unfortunately,
next year we see him a lot. He did make the playoffs for the
in the
truck,
trucks.
so
Yeah, yeah.
he's still running for a championship. I do hope to see him more in Xfinity. I wonder, like, is he only going like he did Dover, and just I'm just wondering Xfinity what that look like for Raj.
I think this was his last Xfinity race for the season
Yeah,
because you can't. I don't think
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
any what do you call it? I want to say outsiders,
yeah,
but you can't have any, I guess, non-championship participants
yeah.
in
That's
the
what I said. I
playoffs.
said like moving forward, I'm hoping
Right, right, right. I
that,
guess you. I guess you.
like for next year, I'm
Yeah,
hoping that trucking more Xfinity. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know what that training looks like because obviously a Xfinity car drives a lot different than a truck. So it's like I
yeah,
don't know, does that mess up the focus on the truck and truck he's full time at? So you don't want to do too much if you know what I'm saying to take him away from what he does full time.
yeah. We'll see. It'd be interesting. Um, so after the Raj spin, we had a pretty big crash with Ryan Sieg spinning across the field, which was pretty interesting. Felt bad for him because he was in a big points what do you call battle right at the cut line.
Yeah,
So that kind of ruined his night. And he was looking pretty strong at the
definitely,
beginning,
definitely.
getting
Yeah.
pushed by Sammy Smith.
The crazy part
Um,
is when they was talking about like Harrison Burton, Jeb Burton, and they was asking them about like, and it goes back to just being competitive. Now they're cousins, right?
yep,
And so when they ask, so he's like, you try to be, happy for your cousin if they're doing pretty well.
yep.
Because they had, I think it was a red flag. It was maybe a caution or something. They were paused for a minute, and they were asking Jeb, and Jeb obviously, I think he was having was it a brake issue he was having? It was something that I think didn't run wasn't he wasn't feeling right. But he said, we gotta get up there. We gotta be like so. Then they ask you, oh, so your cousin's doing pretty well. Harrison Burton's doing X, Y, Z, and he's like, yeah, yeah, but we got to get there. We're like, all right, back
Yeah,
to me. Good for him, but back to me.
yeah. Family drama right there because you got two
And
cousins
Harrison
on
Burton won last year, if I'm not mistaken.
one what
Daytona.
in Cup. He won the Daytona.
Harrison?
Yeah, he won the Daytona Cup race. That was
What was it?
that was the Wood Brothers 100th win.
You're right. You're right. It
I
wasn't
know,
Cup.
I know I'm right. Come on now.
Now, see, he think it.
I got
Then
this
he
right
might.
here, my
No,
boy.
what he gonna be like? He gonna say, "You right, Smack. My bad. My bad. My bad." I'm like, "Yep." And when it happens,
Listen, when you were right, it'll be like that Family Guy skit when Peter went to go and do all the celebrating and he pulled out, all the balloons came and you had the dead clown dropping because it's been so long waiting because you're never right.
I'm right.
Uh-huh. Anyway, so fast forward to the end of the race. We'll say redemption, redemption for Mr. Parker Klingerman.
Yes.
And it's funny because they said this man has 2 wins but 0 wins this year.
Yeah.
What kind of shit is
So
that?
like they said, they took it from him after
Yeah.
the post inspection. Because those who don't know, in racing, you have pre inspection, then you have post race inspection.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sometimes the post race inspection is bogus. Hint to Denny Hamlin again with your favorite driver. It's not his fault that debris kicks up on his car. It was a piece of duct tape that was on from another car that ended up going on the road and got on Denny's car. Denny wins. But when they do the I say post trip like driving trip,
Post race inspection.
post race inspection, they say Chase wins.
What you sipping
Chase
on?
Elliott won that one because Denny had this piece of duct tape.
What race was this?
Don't give me lying. I'm about to tell you.
Man, what you sipping on?
Oh, that's water. That's water.
Oh, okay.
But
All
hey,
the stuttering, I wasn't sure.
oh no,
Post
what I'm
post
sure.
race
Hey,
post.
it's been a long day. I'm gonna tell you right now. It was
Why you look that up?
Yeah, keep going.
I'll just say, yeah, Parker Klingerman. Like I was saying, he has 2 wins this season, but technically 0 wins according to racing reference and
Oh,
I
Pocono.
guess legally. What'd you
Pocono
say?
2022.
Oh man, I forgot about that. That's a long time ago.
So Chase Elliott left
Um,
Pocono as a third place finisher and learned when he landed home in Georgia that he declared the race winner.
oh, I do remember that one. Yeah. So,
Both on failed inspection though.
right. Yeah,
Because
first,
Kyle Busch was second. He failed inspection. But Denny was due to some duct tape.
right. Which is crazy, but hey, you can't fail the post race inspection. That's what they have them
I mean
for.
that what are you supposed to do? That's not your tape.
I know. I know it's not. That's also 3 years ago, so I don't know. Rules change by the day with NASCAR. I'm just joking. NASCAR, please hire me. I'm just joking. Let me stop. I'm joking.
But yeah, it's just like when they did that, I was just like, oh, that's crazy. But yeah. So Parker had an issue when he drove the trucks,
Yeah.
a post race inspection, and that
hmm
took away his W. This man, I mean, he planted the flag in the middle and everything,
Yeah.
and it sucks.
He tried replanting the flag this time, and the flag broke on him. But hey, he drove a hell of a race. He was there when it counted. So the streets know. The streets know that Parker won. It's all good. You're a great driver. It sucks that you retired from full time racing so early. I feel like he was like a what would you call it? He was like a talent that went unrecognized. Because I don't
Oh,
think he ever got a,
underrated.
huh?
You said he was underrated.
I wouldn't say he was underrated, yes, but also a talent that went unrecognized. Because I remember when he first got onto the scene, he's a development driver for Penske, but he didn't really get a shot like that in big time stuff. So it was kind of unfortunate to see his career fizzle out to where he was trying to drive on lower teams.
Yeah,
But I mean, as we can see, Parker's a wheelman, so shout out to him. Um, JRM,
Connor wins without
J,
even having to get across
yeah,
the finish line, ladies and gentlemen. That lets you know, hey, you can still win it. Hey, JRM, that lets you
win,
know it's not just about the driver; it's the
yeah,
car as well.
JRM 1, 2, 3 again, insane. Connor Zilich's seventh win, and in JRM, this is the seventh different driver to win in a JRM car this season. You got Smith, Allgaier, Zilich. Let's see, Smith, Allgaier, Zilich, Larson, Suarez, Van Gisbergen, and now Klingerman.
Do not change Nathan right now.
Insane, insane. But
If they
also,
don't win a championship this year,
one thing, Smack, we need to talk about real quick, and I need to circle back around to the finish of that race. The human pinball strikes again on the last lap. I don't know if you have footage of it or a picture of it. Austin Hill needs to be stopped. Lord have mercy, Austin Hill needs to be stopped. I don't understand how he's getting away with this nonsense all the damn time.
hey,
I mean, granted, it did help Parker win the race, but you gotta stop crashing everybody when you're not in contention, bro. Like, what is your
hey,
problem?
my man just taking on the he's taking on what your comms thing. You
What?
haven't heard too much from Noah Gregson in a while. Checking or wrecking, one or the other.
Nah, bro.
He's just taking it on.
Nah, nah, nah. That
Not
ain't
saying
it.
it's right, but
That ain't it.
and I can't. There's really not a great pitch. The pictures don't do justice of it, right?
It's
So
okay
it's
if
like
you got
NASCAR won't allow me to show the video.
for those who watch NASCAR, just go and look up the last lap
Last
of
lap
the
of
Wawa
Daytona,
250.
August 20, 22nd.
You say last lap of the Wawa 250. That works too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was interesting. But moving on. Oh no, before we go any further, um Xfinity has 2 races left in the regular season. So points battle right now between Connor Zilic and Justin Allgaier.
We're going
Um
to one of Connor's
we what
specialty tracks.
we're expecting Connor Zilic to be in the car for the full race next week.
Yes.
Going to Portland International, This could be win number 8 for the phenom, the prodigy, the legend, Connor Zilic. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing what he got going on. In addition to, I don't know if we said it before, but we can say it again. The man is going to drive Cup next year.
Yes, indeed.
Big time stuff for Connor Zilic. I'm so happy for him. This man, like I said, I'm calling him everything. The prodigy, the next coming. The kid is fast. I personally think he should probably win with sports cars or F1, but you know the money's in NASCAR. It's cool. I'm still happy for him. And like I told Smack earlier, I made a plea to Justin Marks. I'm pretty sure Justin Marks won't see this podcast, but if he does, cool. I'm gonna talk to the camera. Justin, please, for the love of God, put Connor Zilch in the '88 car and put SVG in the '97. The
I'm
'97
sure.
is SVG's number. Just give it back to him. Just let all be right in the world. You know what I mean?
I'm sure you're not the only one who's asked him that too.
That would be pretty cool. So, with that being said, moving on to the Cup race, the Coke 400 or Coke Zero 400. What is it called? Coke 400? Whatever it's called. It's
Coke Sugar
Coke
400.
Sugar. Man, it's always
You
it's
don't
Coke
know it.
something. It's Coke something. It's always
No,
Coke.
no, you know it. Coke Sugar.
Man, you know what? I hope you
That
choke on
sounds
that
like that
water.
just sounds like the worst thing. Coke, like yeah, Coke Sugar. We like, oh,
I
that's a lot of sweets right there.
think it's Coke Zero Sugar. Has to be Coke Zero
He just
Sugar.
has to be politically correct, ladies and gentlemen.
Whichever one, regardless of the thing. So qualifying was rained out for them too, you know. So Ryan Blaney started on pole, um, and William Byron had already won the regular season championship last week, unfortunately, when my boy Chase got crashed out. So there was that. Anyway, he had a post inspection penalty because his crew chief decided to make a adjustment after inspection. So
Come on,
NASCAR
man. You
said,
know the
"Nah,
rules.
bro.
You know
Nah,
the rule.
bro.
Hey, but what
You
you
get
tell
your
me in racing? If you ain't
if you ain't
what?
cheating, you ain't trying." I
Thank you.
know. I
Hey,
know.
he just got caught. You just got caught.
Yeah, he did. He got caught, but I don't know. I just, you know, I feel like post race inspection, or not post qualifying inspection. I don't know. I forgot. I didn't see what the infraction was. It just sucks. Rudy got kicked from the
Yeah.
or I guess not kicked. He got ejected from
Yeah.
the track.
I said when I said that, I said ejected. What are we playing sport? Like this is basketball?
Yeah.
Ejected.
Yeah, ejected from the
Can he
track
go
and
back to the
William.
hauler? Like you ejecting him? Like you know? So you
Nah,
like going to the locker room? What like or
he
you got to leave the premises?
he
What
had to
is it?
go to the La Quinta across the street and watch the race from there.
Oh man, they sent that man to the L house. They said go to the L house.
Oh,
They sent that.
hey, Ale
They
House would
said
be a nice place to be watching a race. Give me some Zinger Mountain Melts mozzarella stick to the computer to watch this race.
L house used to be the spot in
Ale House is a
Daytona when I was
spot.
in college. Smack
Shout
like
out,
that. Hell
shout out Florida.
Wildcats.
You boys say Hell Wildcats, but you would
Hey,
stop
yeah,
with
you
that.
know how to put that in there. Smack
Oh
like
my
that.
God! Listen. FAMU is the number one HBCU in Florida,
What?
in the nation.
What?
I don't want to hear this
Oh my
nonsense. Y'all
goodness.
know, for anybody in
Just
here,
watch classics.
we went
Just watch.
to
Just watch classics.
opposing HBCUs, and you can watch the classics because FAMU beat the brakes off of
Yeah, that was
Cookman. So
last year.
don't.
That was last year. That was last year.
That's a bunch of years. When's the last time Cookman won? It's been a long
Ah,
time.
ah, 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 ah. We
Anyway,
ain't gonna do that.
circling back
Oh,
to what we
unapproved
was
adjustment to the
doing.
car splitter.
Oh, okay, yes, we made. Yeah, okay.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, so Rudy Fogel decided, hey, we're gonna try and adjust something here, and it's unfortunate because William Byron had to go and do a stop and go penalty on lap one, completely lose the draft, and get lap, within a couple laps. Because as you guys know, on a super speedway track, you're just gonna you need the draft. You don't have the draft, you're by yourself. It's a difference between in the draft the cars go, I think like 190, 195. By yourself, you're going about 175. So you're
Yeah.
gonna get lapped pretty quickly. Um, and I was shocked to see a Casey Mears sighting. Casey Mears was back in the race. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. When I saw that, I said, "Whoa, I'm out."
Yeah, because our boy Matthew Pavlik, or we call him Pav, he was joking around me telling me that Casey Mears was in the race, and I'm like, all right, I know you're playing with me because Casey Mears has definitely died in this race because I was streaming during the race. Like, all right, I know that's not true. And then when I'm watching the next day, I'm like, oh, he was serious. So yeah, nice save from him when his left or his right rear tire blew over in turn four.
Mm.
Boy still wheeling and dealing.
Yeah.
So, um, I think I was gonna say, at the we had Tyler Reddick and Alex Bowman were in a very, very tight points battle,
Yes. And
praying for not for there not to be a new winner.
now, mind you,
Go
Tyler Reddick, he lost what 30 points last weekend or
Mhm.
something like that due to being involved in a wreck that wasn't something involved like he had nothing to do with.
He was 29 points up on Alex Bowman going into this race.
Yeah. So
Last race of the season, as you guys know, winning you're in. So right now, or I guess going into the race, you had Reddick sitting 15th in points. You had Bowman sitting 16th in points. Like I said, 29 points behind Reddick. So if Bowman was able to make up those 29 points, that would have put Reddick in 16th place. And if there was a new winner, whoever's in 16th place was out. So they were fighting for that line. And stage one did not start off very well for Tyler Reddick because him and Todd Gillen got together, and I saw Tyler was trying to juke in and drive, and he
I
was
saw that
trying,
dad going.
and
I
then that
saw that engine, that the front part of that car
oh
buckle like that. I said, "Oh, it's rap season."
he
I
went
said,
head
"Oh,
on into the
it's done."
wall, but it buckled. It didn't buckle too much though.
But
It
the way
didn't
it,
buckle.
oh
Yeah,
my goodness, it didn't look
yeah.
good.
No, it didn't. It
But when
did
they
not
showed
look good.
the in camera view, I was like, "Yo, it don't even look like he felt any of that."
Yeah, no, it was
The way
it
hit
was a
the movie.
pretty light hit. And that boy Tyler Reddick rocking that mullet. I'm like, all right, I see what your long hair. What you trying to do out here? Did Alexa okay that? I don't know no black woman okay in a mullet. I'm just saying.
My man doing him something like that. My man
Hey,
doing him.
shout out to Tyler Reddick, man. That's one of my favorite drivers right there. I gotta poke fun at him real quick. Nah, but yeah. So after you had the Reddick and Gilliland incident, we had the first big one of the night. And Smack, I want to get your opinion on what happened here between Larson, Bush, Bubba, and Logano.
Now, I was in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
I thought like, why you so aggressive, right?
who?
I felt like I wasn't sure. Bubba's my boy. It's my
Mm-hmm.
boy.
Okay,
I'm gonna root for him before I root for anybody.
okay,
But I wasn't sure to be if that wasn't a little aggressive. Like, it's still early, right?
right,
You could be too aggressive with things like this guy, but then going back to look at it,
yeah,
once I saw Larson bump Bubba and didn't go right, like just like in iRacing, little iRacing plug. If you don't hit him in the right place, it's gonna make you go square. It's gonna get squirrely. That happened to Bubba.
okay.
Also, Bubba did not know because Bubba's in that line where he's like, okay, I'm thinking I'm in the second groove, not the third one. So he's at the second, so he's only one here, but then you have the one on the end. I just think it's a racing deal. I don't think it's a spotter issue. Maybe spotter could have said three wide, but I just think if he didn't get squirrely after getting the bump draft, he, it might have been okay.
See, I get what you're saying. I think it was one of those to where Freddie Kraft, who's Bubba's spotter, he probably could have said three wide, but I'm pretty sure Bubba didn't think he was three wide up top. Because three wide, because yeah, like you said, where Bubba was at, he's like, I'm three wide, but I'm in the middle. I got a car to my right, car to my
Keep
left.
talking. Keep talking.
I'm not like you know, okay, I got you. Yeah, I don't think that Bubba knew that he was three wide up high because you had, Bubba was up high. You had Logano in the middle, and then you had Kyle Busch towards the yellow line. So with that being said, it was one of those things to where it was a racing deal. I did see Kyle Larson. He bumped Bubba and got him a little squirrely, but I think Bubba had enough time to gather his car. So I think this was more so an issue of he just didn't know that Logano was to his inside like that. He thought he probably was probably three wide middle. So it's one of those unfortunate incidents that happened, but that really sparked a big one, and that took out. Let me see here. It took out one. Okay, it took out Bubba, Kyle Busch, Alex Bowman. That's the big one right there. It took out Alex Bowman. Joey Logano, Todd Gilliland, Riley Herbst, Austin Cindric, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Noah Gregson, Denny Hamlin, Austin Hill, Zane Smith, Carson Hocevar. 13 cars, I think I just counted. That wreck took out 13 cars. Um, Bubba in his post what's it called? post care center interview. He said it all happened so fast he had no idea, whose fault it was, but he took blame for it. I think it was one of those racing deals because you're not expecting to be three wide when you're in the middle of the track. Kyle
Yes,
Busch, like I said, is right by the yellow line. Logano is, I mean, technically you're three wide, but Logano's nose is right by the, left rear tire of Bubba. So they kind of just sandwiched him. Like, this is Logano right here, and then Bubba and Kyle
Logano got out
like this.
so like
So
smooth after that. I said, granted, he got a little damage, but it wasn't nothing crazy. But I was like, how the heck does that happen with Bush and them? I feel bad for Austin Cindric. Like,
that hit with Cindric and Wallace was hard, bro.
because Bubba's shooting through the grass,
And it
comes
came
back
back
up,
up
and
and then just
Austin Cindric,
wow.
boom.
Yeah, that one. That was crazy. And
Like,
then
race fan, all you saw him do is go like this. That's all you can do.
yeah. And like we said, Bowman was involved in the incident, and it wasn't like where Reddick got hit earlier. He was able to fix his splitter and kind of keep on pushing. When
Bowman
Bowman
was
hit,
behind the wall,
Bowman
and
hit hard, and that car was destroyed. I'm like, there's no way they're gonna try and fix this. And then Hendrick tried fixing it, and they said, nah, we can't. The frame's bent. It's a
yeah,
wrap.
like you can't fix everything. Like you can switch parts out, but you
Yeah,
got to think of the chassis. You got to think
yeah,
of all of that. And when
yeah.
that's involved, like
hmm
you said, you can't fix everything.
No, no, you can't. So it was one of those things where Bowman was officially out. So Reddick advanced because he was too far ahead of the cut line. So Bowman had to just sit and watch the rest of the night and hope and pray there was not a new winner. Because if there was a new
And it was
winner,
like 20 something laps in, right? It was like
yeah, that was
8.
stage one. That was really early. Bowman had to sit there and just pray that a new winner didn't happen. Because if that was the case, he was out.
Yeah.
So
He's just sitting there like,
yeah, biting his nails. So as racing resumed, Kyle Larson won stage one, which was a big thing for him because Kyle Larson does not do well on restrictor plate tracks. So
and Kyle has not been the guy in the spotlight past couple. Like,
he's had a
yeah.
rough many races since
You
Indy.
asked me, I think it's him and Blaney's season this year surprised me.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that in a little bit. Because I want to talk to you about the playoffs and all that. I kind of wish, Pav, where you at, man? I know you gonna watch this later. Anyway, so yeah, Kyle Larson took stage one. Move on to stage two. I was shocked. I don't know if you picked up on this part right here, but I was pleasantly surprised. My boy, the Kiwi, was leading. SVG was leading
He
at a
was.
restrictor plate race for more
Hey,
than 10 laps. That was pretty badass. Come on. You gotta
I mean,
give him his
I
credit for that
get,
one.
you got to give SVG. I mean, SVG. Nothing surprises me with him anymore. So now
hmm
it's like we expect this from you. It's got to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was pretty cool to see. Um and another one, I was talking shout out to Pav on this one also. I was talking with him earlier. He plays fantasy NASCAR. And we were talking, I want to say maybe like Friday.
Never do well with that. Never do
I've
well
never
with
tried it before. But his pick for this race was Cody Ware. And to see Cody Ware, um oh we got I'm new. Oh, Knacker. Hey Knacker. I'm a bit new to NASCAR. Is Bubba a nickname for someone? Okay, yes, Bubba is Bubba Wallace. Is Darrell Wallace Jr., but he goes by Bubba Wallace. He's the driver of the number 23 car for 2311 racing. That's co-owned by Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin. So yeah, he goes by Bubba Wallace Jr., but his real name is Darrell Wallace Jr. Um, so like I was saying, he had Cody Ware as his choice for I guess I don't say to win, but I guess to do well. So when I saw Cody Ware running strong in stage two, I was like,
it. Yeah.
Pav about to ain't no way this man predicted this.
I mean, yeah, that's one of those when you get like when you it if it does happen and you
hmm
win, you be like, Slim, that's just luck. Like I don't care what you tell me. There's
Yeah,
no way
that's
nobody
just luck.
has that.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But it's funny because he had his we'll call it 15 seconds of fame because
Yes.
when stuff started to get spicy in stage two, you saw how fast they dumped that man.
Oh,
They
out of
said,
here.
yeah, they said, all right, Cody, you had your time. Get to the back. We ain't not
Like,
pushing
come
you no
on.
more, bro.
It'd be so crazy too when you be watching these races
Yeah.
and they're like, oh yeah, he's picking the right line. Okay, he's gonna block. Okay. Next thing
Mhm.
you know, they just say, "Yeah,"
Yeah.
and go around. I'm like, yo,
Yo, I'm telling
I'm
you.
like, Slim. They're like, yeah, we're good off you now.
Yeah, yeah, that's
And
that
all
that
you could, and you just like, no, like John Rule,
Monica!
Monica. Like you just sit there mad as hell, seeing these cars go. Like, ain't nobody gonna push me though. Ain't nobody gonna push me.
No, you gonna fall like a rock, like a stone in water.
Slim,
Yo,
I be feeling bad for him.
I felt
Them
so
dudes
bad for
going
Cody
around.
Ware. He had his 50 seconds of fame, and they said, "All right, bro, you can get to the back now." So that was wild. Then you had Carson Hocevar. He was looking pretty strong, and then his engine just went kaput.
Yeah, like, I mean,
He's had a lot of
hey,
engine failure
I'd
this
rather go
year.
out that way than go out in the wreck.
Man, I mean, I guess it still sucks
Especially, I
though.
mean, you gotta think it does suck, but
Yeah,
I mean, Daytona can be dangerous. So if you're gonna go out, at least you don't have a concussion. Got to go to the care
that's
center.
true. That's true. That's true.
So
Yeah. So with that being said, stage two wrapped up. Ross Chastain, he yeah, he took stage two.
Bella Farmer.
Yeah, yeah, the watermelon farmer in his home state. Oh, we got a response here. Knacker, I didn't realize how fun and cool NASCAR was until I was watching your podcast. Really pay attention to the race. Hey, we put some people along to
Hey,
NASCAR. Let's go.
that's what
Okay.
it's all about.
All
NASCAR,
right.
you see this?
Hey, NASCAR, put us on. All right, put us on. We're better than Mamba Smith. I'm, I'm sorry for that.
NASCAR, he said it, not me.
I'm sorry. I like you, Mamba.
Don't
We just
worry.
need.
When I get when I and I'm like, he can't come with y'all. I'm like, hey, they're gonna rewind. Remember what you said about? Yeah, he can't.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. Please. Look, I'm wearing a NASCAR shirt. You see? Give me a
I'm like,
job.
thank you for your money. Thank you. Thank you. Did you get it on time? Thank you.
Oh man. Nah, but yeah, so
NASCAR
Ross,
still owe me a daggone NASCAR Hall of Fame mug too. Dang it! Nobody replied back to that, but we're gonna keep going.
I'm so sorry you feel that way. NASCAR Hall of Fame is pretty damn cool. I need to go back. Have you
Yeah,
been?
yeah. I got my mug from there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You did
The
say
one that
that.
just
Do I have
erased
one?
when I went to rinse it.
I do not have one. Oh, that's right. That sucked. That
First day, I
sucked.
said, "Yeah, we finna do the podcast." I gave it to
Yeah, yeah. Boy wiped all the ink off his NASCAR Hall of Fame mug.
him. Oh, that was $16 for a gray mug. That's all
That's
it is. It's a gray
crazy.
mug.
Yeah, that
Ain't
hurts.
nothing.
You should have wrote them.
I did.
What'd they say? Oh, they didn't get back to you.
Nathan.
Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah.
I need to find out who is their person. Like who deals with who's the top person. You know, I'm one of them. Let me speak to your boss.
How about you just go back there again and just bring your cup
Act
with
like
you?
I live in Charlotte.
I mean, you
Charlotte ain't around the corner.
you can ship it to me so that when I go, I'll be like, hey, my cousin had bought this right here.
You
You
let me know
know,
when you going. I'm gonna ship it to you.
I
I
got
get
you.
it all nice and cleaned up and
Yeah,
everything for you.
yeah. They gonna think you just bought that at the dollar store. What you bringing that over here for?
I'm like, oh, I show. Hey. The good thing about digital footprints.
You got the receipt?
Come on, boy.
Okay. All right. All right. Anyway,
Yep, I do.
circling back, stage three of the race. Get back on it. So we had a caution at the beginning of stage three where Denny Hamlin's right front just blew. He's already by himself. He was
Yes,
running by himself, laps down. His right front blew, and he smacked the hell out the wall. And that's when they threw a caution because he couldn't turn the wheel. But apparently, he was saying I can't turn the wheel, but
but you know why?
he was giving his crew some time to get the stuff to repair the
Because they
car.
did not know what was wrong. He said,
Yeah,
and then he said, "How do we do that?" And you could just hear him say, "I don't know. We'll
'cause-
figure it out. We'll bring it to the garage and fix it."
yeah,
So then he kept saying, "I can't turn the car right."
yeah. Because
So
he's
it's
driving
real
like this.
funny
He was driving like
how
this,
yeah,
going
after a while
straight.
he's able to turn it to go down the pit road. We like,
No, he was driving like this on a straight. So I'm like, all right, that
yeah.
wheel's not turning. But I'm like, if you slow down, you could probably turn some more. I'm like, I'm just saying it could. I mean,
So
if
he
you
went
turn
around,
a
I
little bit
think, what,
more.
twice? I think he went around twice.
Yeah, I was like, why is
And
he
so
staying
then
on
it was like,
track?
and so then it was like, yeah, he wanted to for them to download some information. So when
Yeah,
they hop over that wall,
yeah,
it's less time it takes to fix whatever issue.
yeah.
Hey, I ain't knocking them because guess what? When them races come and it's raining,
Hmm.
it ain't even raining yet, and the person like, oh my gosh, I can't see turn one.
Hey, that'd be
Like,
funny.
but they
Hey,
said
that'd
on
be
Friday,
funny.
it ain't even wet over there.
Yeah. So yeah, we had that caution thrown, got back green. I had another spin but no caution when Eric McLeod, sorry, BJ McLeod spun on the back straight, no damage. So they kind of kept things moving. Um, I forgot to say that Eric Jones car looked good. That
Yeah,
43
with
car,
the old school
ooh,
King
ooh, that thing looked
car
good,
stand.
boy. That thing looked good.
Woo!
Future commentators in NASCAR right here, man. I don't know if they're ready for us. I don't know if they're ready for us. They already complained enough about what's his name, my boy Lee Diffie,
Yeah, they,
and
they did complain about a few people.
I think complain about Lee Diffie. I don't know if they're ready for us. I'm gonna have to, I have to really get spiffy.
Tell them,
Don't want to
let
be.
me invite me to the booth one time with Logano on them. I wear the little khakis and the little
It's gonna be
shirt,
like
the little blazer.
When Snoop Dogg was commentating the Olympics. We're gonna be like Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart in the Olympics, but for NASCAR.
Have me up there. I'm like, listen, my man say y'all gonna be on them Yak and Miles mess with me. Y'all gonna be on Scotch and cigars. I'm like, this guy Tony C is hilarious. I'm like,
Oh my gosh. Hey, hey, Knacker, from your mouth to God's ears, let's see what happens. NASCAR hire us. I'm telling you, NASCAR hire us. We got this. I live in South Carolina. I'm right next to Charlotte. I'll come up there. All right? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, hey, I talk about how much I don't like Joey Logano, right? But bro, when he spun, smack, when he spun,
I don't
come
know why I
on.
don't like it. I
Did
don't
you
know.
hear the crowd erupt?
Yeah, so Logano's one of those people when he spins, when Bubba spins, Kyle Busch,
Yeah,
any of those is gonna make
yeah.
the crowd be like, yes, yes. I'm like, dang.
They were, bro, they were so happy when Joey Logano spun and got stuck. I'm like,
But let Chase,
I felt a little
anybody
bad.
from Hendrick Motors, maybe Bowman is on the cut line or whatever.
They wouldn't cheer for
But
Bowman.
them, yeah, but if 24, 9 or 5 spin, oh my gosh, I gotta go out there and help. That's
I
how
mean, you're not wrong.
I know,
You're
I
not
know.
wrong.
Trust me, I know.
You're not wrong. But hey, I'm just saying. I felt a little bad for Joe when I heard everybody cheering. Just a little bit. A
Just
little
a
bit.
little bit.
But I was still also cheering myself. So
Yeah, and Busher, I just felt like I was like, dang. Chris
Bush,
Busher,
he didn't get that much damage though.
yeah, he didn't, but I mean, you got
But
people. Any type of damage, for the most part, does not help you.
I mean, at a restricted plate race, it can if you just stay in the draft. You can't lead the draft because
Yeah, so you gotta be at
you're
the
gonna be a
end for a
parachute.
crash.
What happened?
So if you can't lead, you got to be sit there and be ready
See,
for somebody else to spin out so you can go right through.
no, but see, the thing is, you can have a car that has damage in a restricted plate race. The problem is you can't lead for more than a lap. So what you need to do when you have a car with damage is you basically need to just kind of stay in the draft and pick your time and hope someone pushes you. Because someone can push you to the lead for one lap, but after that one lap, you're gonna become a parachute.
Yeah,
So
and then
like
eventually, what they
especially
gonna do?
possibly, but I mean if Brad K or Ryan Priest is pushing
Oh,
Chris, I mean, yeah,
and Brad
possibly.
K was doing well all day. He was
So
doing pretty well.
I wanted to bring it around to remember what I said earlier about Mr. Haley.
Yes, that.
He
Hey,
he
number
was fighting
7
for
in the
his
blue and the
life.
yellow.
He was fighting for his life. I was like, this man knows he's on the hot seat of Spire. I need to try and do something. He was out there leading. I was like, okay, Justin Haley is showing what he's supposed to be doing out here. Props to him. You know.
Yeah, second. So yeah, when it came to the race, as it got down to those last few laps, and you wasn't sure,
hmm
and Bowman's probably like, oh shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because at that one point you had the top four. You had Haley, you had Custer, you had Suarez, and who else you had? You had a fourth person. I can't remember who it was. Was it Eric Jones? They might be Eric Jones.
Might
You
have
have
been Eric Jones,
four
yes.
people who haven't won this
I
season.
think Larson was like in fifth or
You
something
have
like
four people who haven't won this season. So, like I said, brand new winner, Bowman's out the playoffs. So
that. I'm just
top
looking
four,
like,
yeah, top four fighting for that. Bowman's like, nails biting. He's cold, sweat. He's on the toilet, like having
and
nervous
I don't
shits.
got no
He's
issues with Hendrick. But I'm like, dang, no, get one of them gone. Let me get somebody else in here. Get one of them out. You got four.
that
Four.
was that was wild. And then his knight in shining armor. Well, no, before he even get to that point, Cole Custer looked like he's about to win that race.
Hey, Slim, I'm
He
sitting there
looked like he
like,
about to win that race, and he threw that big time block, and he messed up. That block is what lost him that race.
but see, I don't knock him for throwing it because it's like you just don't know. Like He don't throw the block, and then
I feel like I don't know. I feel like he could have had the right run, but like I said, Bowman's knight in shining armor came from 13th place on with 2 laps to go. I'm just saying y'all still talking. Boy, get out of here, yo. You wanna come join
Andre, what's
us?
popping?
You wanna come join us, man? Um, yeah, so you had Ryan Blaney go from 13th to first in 2 laps to win that race. Absolutely crazy. Blaney taking it was I didn't see that one coming. But I love that livery. You got a picture of that car?
Which one?
Of Blaney?
Yes. Oh, yeah, I do have. I have
Yeah.
multiple pictures of that car.
Bring that one up. Bring that one here. Yeah, so you had Ryan Blaney taking the win, and he's won, I want to say, twice already in the season. So Alex Bowman, by the absolute skin of his teeth, by 31 thousandths of a second, makes the playoffs with the Ryan Blaney win. And if you guys saw a picture of that finish, you had Ryan Blaney ahead by 31 thousandths of a second, and then a four-wide finish. You had Suarez, Haley, Custer, and Jones all right there. He said, "I'm good on the NASCAR talk. Y'all be blessed." All right, Andre. Hey,
Yeah, he about to say,
hey,
he know
Andre.
everything.
Next week when we come back with the sports car, the sports car podcast with F1, you could come join us. You see, you good on the NASCAR, come join us for that F1. There it goes. Yeah, Blaney saves Bowman. That was something different right there.
Yes.
So yeah,
Bowman's
shout.
in now, ladies and gentlemen, and
I like
Andre
that.
is still in.
I like that livery.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
That is a nice looking car. Shout
It
out,
gives you
shout
a
out to
nostalgia to it. I like it.
yeah, shout out to Penske for that one. So with Ryan Blaney winning that one, ladies and gentlemen, the playoffs are now set. Here we go. So Kyle Larson is your number one seed. We got William Byron number two, Hamlin three, Blaney four, Bell five. SVG is six with them 4 wins. SVG out here, boy.
Man, hey, hey,
Oh yeah,
I'm just saying, man.
Andre said he saw the pic of it. Yeah, that finish was crazy. I'm telling you. You got Chase in seven, Briscoe eight, Bubba nine, Cindric 10, Chassis 11, Logano 12, Barry 13, 14th, Reddick 15th, Dylan, and 16th by the skin of his teeth and 31 thousandths of a second, Alex Bowman, just barely there. And going into this, we got Larson and Byron tied on points for the championship lead. So it's going to be
Mm,
interesting. We're heading into Darlington for race number one for the Southern 500. I love that track. I think that's going to be a fun race. Um, it's very interesting to see that SVG has 16, is it 16 points above the cut line? So the way this is going to work, guys, for those who haven't seen it before, we got the round of 16, round of 12, round of 8, round of 4. So as you can do math easily, the bottom 4 cars will be eliminated each round. This has been a big debate for NASCAR fans for a while. I, for one, like the playoff system, but I do think it's flawed. I think because what they do right now, the regular season is 26 races and the playoffs is 10 races. I think what they need to do is make it to where the regular season is 24 races. Make the playoffs 12 races if you all are trying to do a round of 16. Give us 2 extra rounds because each round is 3 races except for the championship four. The championship four is a winner take all one race. This ain't college football, y'all. This don't make no sense because you're
then
gonna have
they got that
what?
TV money. TV's got to get
I
paid.
I don't give
TV
a
got hey,
damn.
you know how they used to hit? Hey, we got to pay some bills and they go to the ads. That's what it
Listen,
is.
y'all can do it
Comes
all
down to
y'all
it.
want. Y'all got the playoffs. Make the final round the best out of three, like you do everything else. Because if not, you're gonna have champions like Logano. Ain't no way in hell that boy should have won last year.
I
I'll
mean,
stand on business with that one. But yeah, no, we got to
don't
figure
believe
out
in it.
something when it comes to these playoffs. Just add 2 more races to the playoffs so we can have that last round be best out of three, just like you have the other 3 rounds. Keep everything uniform if you're gonna do it that way. Don't be arbitrary about it. So, um, moving on to that, Smack. Are we gonna do pick a champion? Are we gonna do move on to the next round? What you thinking here? What you say?
Too early to pick a champion. Too
Okay.
early.
So who's gonna get eliminated? Um, from this first round.
Dylan.
Okay, one.
Who else?
Nope. Winner take all. Winner take way more dramatic as desired. Yeah. See, I get that, Andre. I just think it's so just like I said. NASCAR is sometimes all about the show.
Dylan
I
Bowman.
don't mean that NASCAR. I do love y'all. Hire me. I'm just saying. But no, they are they're looking for a entertainment product, unfortunately. And I mean, winner take all is cool. It does get all the eyes on the TV, but I don't know. I think it's a messed up formula.
Yeah, Dylan Bowman, SVG, Chastain.
So Dylan, Bowman, SVG, Chastain, and so you got being eliminated the first round.
It sucks not to see Christopher Bell.
NASCAR is not NASCAR be NASCARing. I'm not gonna say that Andre is NASCAR's number one op, but he's one of them.
Definitely not. I'm about to say
Yeah.
he's more the front line. He's like,
Hey, hey, I respect it. I respect it. They like, hey, there's certain stuff they don't need to do that for I guess entertainment purposes. You know what I mean? Like I like the playoff idea, but y'all gotta work on that. College football worked on their playoffs. NASCAR work on theirs too. It's okay. Um, I think my picks to be eliminated in this first round. Let's see what tracks we got. We got Darlington, Worldwide Technology, and Bristol. I'm gonna say Dylan. Dylan's gonna be out. Uh, Chastain, Bowman, and hmm. I said Dylan, Chastain, Bowman.
yeah, I said all of them. The only person you haven't said is SVG. Just don't know if
Hmm.
SVG is going to carry all that great momentum into the playoffs. It would be nice to see, but I just don't know if that's going to happen.
I want to say Larson, but he has such a big point lead.
Yeah, I just can't see Larson coming out first.
I think he might have a wreck in one of these races.
Yeah, he does. That might be
He could
something.
possibly wreck at Bristol.
Yeah,
Um, I was thinking Cendric, but Cendric won at Gateway last
yeah.
year.
That's I was going to say
So
Cedric
he
too, but I replaced that with Chastain.
um who did I say? I said Bowman, Dylan,
Chastain.
Chastain.
Dylan.
I don't want to say this one, but it's gonna hurt me to say this one. Barry,
Yeah, I didn't want to say him neither.
Barry, yeah. So Chastain, Bowman, Dylan, Barry. So we have the
I
same
like
three,
Charles Berry
except
too.
I say Barry, you say SVG. I might go on a what do you call those things? A Cinderella run. I'm gonna say SVG or Elliott's gonna win the Roval and go to the round of eight.
Okay, it's not a bad neat decision.
So I'm gonna hold on to that one. So yeah, that's how we got it down right now, guys. Smack said Dylan, Bowman, Chastain, and SVG. I'm saying Dylan, Bowman, Chastain, and Barry will be eliminated after Bristol. So we'll lock that one in. We'll come back here in what 4 weeks,
Yep,
right before the New Hampshire. I guess well, right after I guess the Bristol race, and see if we were right.
yep. But going into, we have some news that we just found out about. Besides Connor Zillage becoming
Oh yeah,
we have
yeah.
Colic Racing, ladies and gentlemen. They will be going back to Ram as Ram makes their new entry to come back into.
The re-entry into NASCAR.
So,
Yeah,
and from what they say, they're fielding about 5 trucks.
which is crazy. 5 trucks is a lot of trucks. It can't. Oh, I mean, it's all in the same team, which is insane. So Kaulig
Yeah,
is basically the Ram team. I'm really curious to see who their drivers are going to be. That Ram truck looks good.
yeah, of course.
That is a nice looking truck. I'm very curious to see who is going to drive for them next year. From what I've read, they're gonna buy some of Spire's trucks, which will leave Spire down to 2 cars. So I'm hoping that our boy Raj is still with a ride next year.
I don't see why he doesn't get a
Yeah, I mean he's being supported sponsored by Hendrick. So hopefully that continues because he's won the race the last 2 seasons and gotten to the playoffs. So Raj is doing pretty well. So let's hope that he stays at Spire um next season. But I'm very interested to see what happens now with the colleague joining the truck series. I'm pretty sure we've all said Corey LaJoy is probably gonna be one of those drivers. I mean,
I
everyone's
wouldn't. Yeah,
speculating on it.
I definitely think Corey Joy would be one of them.
Yeah, I think so too. So we'll see how that goes there. And with Dodge joining back, I'm really curious. He said just wait till the Honda Ridgeline pull up. Ain't no way. Actually, actually, that's a possibility now think about it, because Honda is rumored to be interested in Cup
That truck is ugly.
with the Accord. Yeah, you said the Ridgeline's ugly.
That thing is ugly.
You're ugly.
You put him next to the rest of those trucks, that is the worst looking truck to be on the race.
I mean, it's not the same size. That's like a Tacoma. So I don't know, but I mean, Honda is rumored to be joining NASCAR in a few years. So you never know. They could bring the Ridgeline too when they bring the Accord.
Bring something else. Bring something else. Don't bring
Hey
that. That's when you
man,
say. That's when your friends be like, "Hey, we having
yeah.
a function. Oh, who you bringing? Don't bring. Don't bring him.
lead them back home. I don't want them. Oh man, I'm
Tell him he got canceled. Then just don't post nothing till a couple days later. Say he was at another
yeah. Andre said facts, Mac.
function. A lot of other
Nah,
things they could bring. Like
yeah,
you brought all that, but didn't bring. You
yeah.
brought that.
I'm curious with Dodge joining um the trucks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing how long it'll be before they get back into O'Reilly series now and Cups.
I don't see
And what are
that.
they gonna bring? Are they gonna because the Challenger is not? I mean, the Charger's not around right
They're bringing it back though.
now. Are they?
I heard that because they, if I'm not mistaken, they're bringing the Charger
Actually,
back.
they might be bringing it back so you can have that one. Because other than that, what else are they gonna use? They're gonna use the Alfa Romeo. I want to see that.
Yeah, it's coming back in 2026. So
Hey,
yeah,
who
in
is?
a both 4-door and 2-door body style. So you know they got the 2-door body style, which I've seen.
Be
I've
curious
seen
on that
like
one.
two of them, but
Yeah,
it's going yeah they bringing it back in 2026.
Danny Rubin in chat. That's Pops. What's up, Dad? He said can't wait for Honda to join NASCAR. Acura loyalists here. Yeah, my
Hey,
parents
it'll
love their
help. It'll help
Acuras.
NASCAR. It'll definitely help NASCAR when you
I
see
mean,
it.
yeah, have another Japanese brand come in. You get Honda versus Toyota. Ooh,
It's gonna help. It's gonna help.
I can go with that one there. Very curious on that one. So no, it'll be interesting though. To see Ram come back next year, and then we'll see how that goes. The next couple years before they eventually, like, would inevitably, got to get into Cup. So with that being said, looking on to what we got going on next week, Smack.
We got so much on the plate for next week. You got F1 coming back.
F1 is finished with their summer break. Thank God. I miss me some F1. I need Lewis
F1 will
Hamilton to
be at
to make some
Circuit
noise.
Zandvoort.
Zandvoort.
It'll be a 9 a.m. race. So make sure y'all are tuning into that. We got
Yeah.
the Truck Series next week.
Andre say he got two Accords in the driveway. That boy obsessed with his Hondas. JDM
And
boy. Yeah, yeah. So
we'll
F1
be
at
on the
Zandvoort.
30th.
That's
The Cup Series,
Camping
Craftsman
World.
Truck Series.
There you go. Yeah, Craftsman's truck.
Craftsman will be at noon. It's going to be at Darlington, so that should be a great race to watch.
Mm-hmm.
We got Xfinity. They're going to be at Portland. They're not coming to Darlington. They're doing Portland, which
Portland.
I have Connor Zillish winning that one.
Amazing road course. Portland is an amazing road course.
7:30. So they're going to race. Portland's on the West Coast, so
Yeah.
I don't think it's on Mountain Time. I think that's Pacific
No,
Time.
that's Pacific.
Yeah,
Pacific.
so they'll be 4:30. So it
Mm-hmm.
should be nice and bright and shiny. It'll
Yep.
be evening our time, be 7:30 Eastern. And then you got the Sunday boys. They'll be racing for the Cookout Southern 500.
I love
It's
that.
gonna be at 6 p.m. So it's gonna be an evening race, a little
That's
evening.
right down the street from me, about an hour and a half from me over here.
Yeah, so that's gonna be Sunday. And
Mm-hmm.
that's Labor Day weekend. So we have a lot of then IndyCar is going to be at
Nashville.
Yes, they're going
Eh,
to the Borchetta Bourbon Music City Grand Prix.
Yeah, that's the season finale for IndyCar. Alex Palou already has the title wrapped up in
Yes.
IndyCar, so not much to see there. And Pato Ward locked up P2. Oh, there is some IndyCar F1 news. I don't know if you've seen it. Um, for right now, apparently Alex Palou is rumored to being sought after by Red Bull F1 to partner Max Verstappen. Yeah. I know this is the NASCAR edition of our podcast, but are not having a sports car edition this week, so we're gonna tackle that real quick. I don't like the idea, so we'll see how that one goes there. I feel like Alex Palou was supposed to be in Oscar Piastri's seat a couple years ago, but Chip Ganassi decided to block that and sue Alex because he said no, we had a written contract, don't stick to that contract. Um, I don't know, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with that happening. I know as the weeks go on, we'll see if that's true or a rumor, but as of like instant digesting that one, I feel like Alex Palou's gonna get shafted going Rebel.
Mm. Time will tell.
Yeah,
Time will tell when it comes to that. I mean,
yeah, time will tell.
Red Bull got some shaking up to do.
Yeah, yes they do. They're going to Ford next year too. Ford engines, so that should be interesting.
Hey,
Um,
like I said, I mean, they got some shaking up to do. Obviously, Polo was going to bring some media attention to it. So,
yeah, yeah, he
new
will, he
engines.
will.
I'm not saying it's a bad idea, but only time will tell.
Time will tell, like you said. We'll see. We'll see on that one. But like I said, we'll tackle that more next week on the sports car edition of our podcast. Like we said, F1 next week. They are back from their summer vacation. Lewis Hamilton, for the love of God, please, we need a win.
Yes,
LH44, LH Nation, for the
we
love of
need
God,
it.
we need something. We got a sprint race win. We need something to shut these people up. So he usually comes back rejuvenated after summer break. So we'll see what LH got for us.
As long as GTA 6 not out, we good.
GTA 6 ain't coming out till May, so we got time. We got time. When GTA 6 comes out, we call off of work. We're stopping podcasts. We're stopping
What
iRacing.
everybody,
Oh,
what the internet go only show GTA 6.
yeah,
I
ain't
don't
nothing
care
else.
what they usually talk about.
Ain't nothing
You might
else.
even see some women on TikTok playing Dag on GTA 6. I'm trying to tell you, it's
Yeah,
gonna shut
man.
the internet down.
Anyway, that's
We
gonna be it.
appreciate y'all.
Yes,
Shout out to Apex Hunting. Make sure if y'all not following him, if y'all not sub to his YouTube, and if y'all got that Amazon Prime, go ahead and hit that joint. It's free on the Twitch. You ain't paying for it. It's free. Why not spend it on my man's Apex Hunt? If you don't know how, and you're not really a Twitch person, go on twitch.tv/ Apex Hunting. HUNTIN.
hunting.
Look them up, and then make it's going to ask you for Prime Gaming. You're going to link your Amazon account to your Twitch. Then after that, hit the little button that says subscribe free with Prime. You're not paying for it. You already paid for it with your subscription. Then you can see more great racing from this guy virtually. And we'll probably have some GoPros and stuff when we go to the IRL track. We got a
Oh
couple
yeah,
of them coming up soon too.
yeah, we will for sure. Can't wait for
Yeah,
that one.
yeah. So make sure y'all follow him if y'all not following. Make sure y'all sub into the YouTube if y'all not. And if you new to my channel, make sure you sub to me as well. I talk boxing and motorsports. But we appreciate y'all like always rocking out with us. Yes,
Yes, we
NASCAR
do.
player for offs are set. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see. I mean, we're gonna see if our picks are right or we
Yeah,
pick
free
wrong.
99. Yeah, Andre. you know.
So, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it's free, why not? So, but like I said, make sure y'all follow us on all socials, Instagram, TikTok, the green app, the purple app. You know, you gotta say
All
some
of them.
code words sometimes. So
Yeah,
all those apps, make sure you
all the
follow
apps.
it.
Just look for us on
So
all the apps at the same
yes,
name. you
we
can't say that.
appreciate y'all as always, man. And if y'all ever interested in virtual racing, make sure y'all check out Drivetrain Motorsport. We actually do IRL racing and we also do sim training as well. So make sure you try Drive
Drive.
Trainer Motorsport
There you go.
and you'll be able to see everything that we do from virtual racing to IRL racing. But that's it for this episode of the Corner Entry Podcast. It's yours truly, Mr. Smack Like That, and my
Apex
man
hunting.
Apex Hunting.
Yes, sir.
Until next time.
Signing out. Take care, guys.